What if true power wasn't in gold, but in water? When old Billy disappeared, he left behind more than memories, he left clues. In this episode, we uncover his reflections on the mysterious force behind wealth, power, and life itself. Is gold truly the treasure we seek, or have we overlooked something far more essential? Join us as we explore a story that journeys through deserts and oases, through illusions of dominance and the flow of nature's wisdom. You'll never see gold or water the same way again.
When the fog descended, silence settled over the village after the discovery of old Billy's departure. His notes were left stacked, serving as entertainment for the locals who chose to share them with others.
Number 024 Gold. Everything vibrates, the minerals vibrate, and everyone wants the vibration of gold. I will not downplay the monetary value of gold. During that period in the Oasis, I was a witness to the strength and power of this metal. I saw well-formed caravans thanks to the wealth of those who carried this treasure. I also saw the struggles of those who only had the strength of their arms. It became clear that merely by carrying gold coins and necklaces, their owners exerted dominance and fascination over others, who treated them differently and with many privileges. Many times I thought that all that control and superiority came simply from the vibrational influence of the metal, and I was able to better understand the alchemists dedicated to reproducing that frequency. I also witnessed thefts and other crimes linked to gold, but the cruelest of all was the one that occurred most frequently: self-withdrawal. The slow and progressive diminishment of one's own consciousness in favor of a concept that claimed people should kill their most honest and authentic dreams and desires to submit themselves to the rules of power, regardless of whether they were the dominated or the dominators. In fact, I observed a whole confusion surrounding gold, and I became certain that the ancient Egyptians knew more about the importance of this metal and other, better applications for its use. On the other hand, there were plenty of examples of the uselessness of gold, of how its excessive weight could complicate the progression of travelers. Many skeletons were found in the hot sands. Merchants, soldiers, artisans, and even shepherds died there, clutching their gold. People who couldn't let go of the metal and preferred to believe that this power would guarantee their salvation against all kinds of adversity. I began to think again about the ancient peoples, like those who built the pyramids. They must have known something more. Other ancient peoples fought wars for gold but didn't understand anything about the elevated vibrational force and influence it exerts over most people. Regarding this influence, I conducted some experiments. Innocent children, when holding a family jewel, would become more careful with the object. It wasn't necessary to announce that there was something important there, they simply perceived the vibration. Thus, I concluded my restlessness about the golden vibration. It existed and couldn't be denied. But perhaps the true magical frequency was hidden in another mineral, something so simple that it would pass unnoticed by the eyes of ambition: water. Everything in the periodic table carries a specific vibration. Every vibration aligns with some purpose, and may I learn how all this is supposed to work in harmony with nature. I fully believe that everything in the material world is a conscious arrangement of these elements, and that it is possible for us to bring together those elements necessary to provide answers to our needs, without violating, breaking, or altering the cores of these atoms. In terms of extreme naivety, it would be like magic. A command is given to the energy and electricity would appear. Another command and cement molecules would bind with iron and sand to build concrete houses. The same happens in hospitals when misaligned cells receive discipline and education to return to the standards of health. All in tune with the just vibratory measure. Without someone immediately raising their voice to say, "You're dreaming." Anyway, although gold is not a stranger in my human experience, it was water that made the most difference in my story. While in the desert, sitting beside a young and shy date palm tree that challenged the surrounding aridity, what I saw was the power of water transforming and bringing life to that place. Gold has transported conditions of life to the desert, and cities like Dubai have been built upon it. But life itself that I saw being fertilized, generated, nurtured, and expanded by the liquid crystal H2O. The vibration of water is linked to the placenta and blood, which were once sperm. It travels through the root, up the stem until it transpires from the last leaf of all plants. It is white in the milk of animals, salty in sweat, and sweet, acidic, and sour in fruits. Our body is basically water. This planet should be named after it. Water is the universal solvent and the greatest catalyst. Yes, if someone wants strength and wisdom, real power and attention, then it is with the frequency of water that one must tune in. Just as it created the oasis I witnessed, it can irrigate solutions for the dry parts of our world. With aqua and through it, we can nourish, cleanse every smallest part of our body and heal all ills. With water and as water, we can circumvent difficulties without generating conflict. We can then produce and with the fruits of this work, acquire gold. So, in my case I can affirm, it is water that dominates gold. Still neither water nor gold. It is with life in all elements that I seek to harmonize. I drink from the golden water and allow myself to be fertilized. My desire is not to dominate or be dominated. I just want life to harmonize, reveal itself, and grow as it did in that oasis. I am then the water that makes oasis and deserts, doing the same in every corner of all human experience, flowing.
This text presents a philosophical and reflective meditation on the symbolic and material significance of gold and water. It contrasts the power dynamics, desires, and illusions associated with gold against the life-giving and transformative nature of water. Here's an analysis of the key themes and ideas. 1. Gold as power and illusion. The text acknowledges the monetary and societal value of gold, showing how it influences people's lives through wealth, power, and control. It critiques how gold can lead to self-withdrawal, where individuals suppress their authentic selves in pursuit of status and dominance. The text also alludes to historical perspectives, mentioning the Egyptians and ancient civilizations that may have understood gold's properties beyond mere wealth accumulation. The downside of attachment to gold is highlighted through imagery of skeletons in the desert, showing how the inability to let go of material wealth can be fatal. 2. Water as the true source of life and harmony. The text shifts to a reverence for water, portraying it as a more fundamental and powerful force than gold. Water is presented as a vibrational element, crucial for birth, sustenance, and transformation. It explores water's presence in natural cycles, from the placenta to plant growth, emphasizing its universal role in life's existence. Water's ability to nourish, cleanse, and heal is seen as a higher form of power, contrasting with gold's rigid, weighty nature. 3. A call for harmony with nature. The author seeks to move beyond dominance over gold or water, and instead harmonize with life itself. The metaphor of the oasis returns, reinforcing the idea of nurturing life in barren places, not just in deserts, but within all human experiences. The final line suggests fluidity and adaptability, encouraging a mindset of flowing with nature rather than resisting or controlling it. Philosophical and spiritual undertones. The discussion of vibrations and frequencies aligns with mystical, alchemical, and even quantum perspectives on matter and energy. There's a holistic worldview, where everything in the periodic table has a purpose, and understanding these elements can lead to harmony and solutions. The text implicitly critiques materialism while advocating for a more balanced, nature-aligned existence. Final thought. The piece masterfully weaves introspection, historical reflection, and poetic imagery to explore the deeper meanings of wealth, survival, and existence. It challenges the reader to reconsider the true source of power, not in gold but in water, adaptability, and harmony with the natural world.
Beautiful, Tiffany. It's good to have you back. Yes, Brian, go ahead.
In another meeting, Dr. Ada Champ said she was ready to embrace the life she had previously only studied. Likewise, I want the final paragraph of this text to become a reality in my own human experience. Allow me to reproduce it. Still, neither water nor gold, it is with life in all elements that I seek to harmonize. I drink from the golden water and allow myself to be fertilized. My desire is not to dominate or be dominated. I just want life to harmonize, reveal itself, and grow as it did in that oasis. I am then the water that makes oasis in deserts, doing the same in every corner of all human experience, flowing,